Ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, good morning. It's a beautiful day here in San Diego, California. I was just doing a very powerful cacao ceremony, and I was calling in angels and using the power of my voice to heal my body, heart, mind, and soul with the energy of cacao and angels. And I have experienced very, very profound healing. I'm starting to notice that my voice is starting to open up more, and when I feel it, it brings me the greatest joy. I can hear the song of my heart that I've been longing to reconnect to for a very long time. And very potent, very deep healing happens in those moments when I hear the song of my soul, the song of my heart. What I was also noticing is that, and what I'm still noticing right now as I'm speaking, my sinuses are very clogged. That makes it a little more difficult to speak, and I notice myself speaking through the nose, and that's something that I would like to clear up somehow. So I might start doing steam baths, vapor. That might help. I also want to order medicine called Sananga. And Sananga is a very powerful medicine that you use as eye drops, and it's very, very powerful. When you put Sananga drops in the eyes, it really burns as if you put red pepper in your eyes. But it's very powerful, it's very good for clearing energies, and I feel like it's going to help with my sinuses. So, other than that, I feel like my heart is starting, not starting, it has already started healing a long time ago, but I feel like I'm experiencing the healing of my heart on a deeper level now, and a lot of healing has just happened during the ceremony with cacao, and calling in the healing power of angels that I was just doing. I also notice I carry a lot of anger in my throat, and this anger feels like pain. Feels like angry pain, and that's the part that I was becoming aware that angry part in the throat is especially wanting to be looked with very gentle kindness, gentle, loving kindness, and awareness and love. wants to be looked at, and it wants to be forgiven. And the medicine of angels is especially powerful and effective in healing anger that I experience in my throat. So, as I was connecting with the angels while singing, I was experiencing very profound healing through angelic medicine. So I have cried a lot this morning, and I have recorded most of it. And I feel warmth in my heart this time. I feel more grounded. I feel like it's a lot easier for me to speak the words, with the exception of sinuses. If my nose was unclogged, if I didn't have sinuses, it would be even easier to speak right now. But it is what it is at this time, so just going to accept that. Hopefully, vapor, steam baths, and Sananga is going to help. So that's something I'm looking forward to doing. And I call it vapor. That's vapor or steam baths. And we used to do vapor steam baths in the jungle when I was in Iquitos, in a ayahuasca healing center called Aya Madre, run by Maestra Estela Pangoza. They have a big cauldron that they boil water by putting this huge cauldron on top of the fire, and then collecting a bunch of local flowers and plants, and just mixing these plants in the cauldron, and then we would sit in front of the cauldron and breathing the steam, cover up with the towels, and the entire body would be receiving this vapor, this vapor. And that was a very powerful healing experience. It is beautiful very powerful for clearing the mind, especially, is what Maestra kept talking about, and that's what I have experienced while doing it. So I have implemented a similar practice here at home. I have ordered dried herbs online. I bought a biggest pot I could find, and I just boil water. I boil all the 5 herbs that I have, and just put my head above the pot, cover myself with a towel, and breathe in the vapor. So it's similar to what we have done in the jungle. That's what I call vapor. And actually, I want to do this after I'm done making this video. I have a call to do it now. And I will order Sananga. Start doing that every day. So, something that I would like to start talking about is my psychedelic experiences, more specifically with ayahuasca and magic mushrooms. And also one Bufo 5-MeO DMT experience that I've had. And also experiences with MDMA, LLAD, and Shamburi. So these are all And Jurema as well. So these are all our plant medicines that I have experienced, and I have had tremendously, absolutely profound trips on these magic substances. They have been my greatest teachers. Uh, I am grateful to them for all the wisdom that I have accumulated and for gifting me the entire universe, gifting me all the beauty that I now have. And I have learned much wisdom on how to navigate psychedelic experiences effectively, how to have a framework of navigating a psychedelic experience to get the most healing insight and wisdom out of these experiences. So the reason some of the reasons I would like to start speaking about my psychedelic experiences are this, by talking to them out loud like this and sharing my stories of psychedelic experiences with others is going to be healing for me. I'm going to be able to integrate these experiences deeper, on a more deeper level, and I'm going to share the wisdom so that others may avoid similar mistakes that I have done, to make those trips safer, to get the most healing out of those trips, because psychedelics are extremely powerful, and they are to be approached with reverence, with respect, as if approaching high intelligence, divine intelligence, which is what they literally are. So I am ready now to share about my psychedelic experiences. And actually, also, there's something just came in, something that I just thought of, that just came into my mind, is the many experiences that I've had with ecstasy. Ecstasy, I had it for the first time when I was 19 at a desert rave in Death Valley, California. And ecstasy is very powerful. And if ecstasy is used in a ceremonial context with proper preparation, guidelines, the proper setting and intention, ecstasy, or more specifically MDMA, can be extremely powerful and very, very healing. So I have probably taken about 50 to 100 ecstasy pills during my late teens and my 20s. And a lot of, in my experience, even though I have bought ecstasy pills from other people at raves most of the time, which were probably mixed with other drugs, I have never had a bad trip on ecstasy. They were all beautiful. I have always experienced love and joy, and a lot of energy when taking ecstasy. So, but with the wisdom that I have gained by taking ecstasy, looking back on it now, Uh, I can see how ecstasy can be extremely powerful, and I can see what everybody is wanting out of ecstasy when taking ecstasy at raves, and I can see how that experience can be the joy of experiencing ecstasy can be so much more profound in a ceremony, in a ceremonial context, in a ceremonial environment, with proper guidance. So there is a lot of potential in MDMA and ecstasy. So maybe before talking about my psychedelic experiences, I will talk about ecstasy, or uh, just trying to see how I can begin to organize all the wisdom and information that my journey has been very profound. There's so much that has happened, and there's so much wisdom that I hold, um, and I'm in the process of learning how to articulate the most profound wisdom that I have gained. So I will make an effort to focus these videos on specific topics eventually. For now, I'm just practicing speaking in front of the camera and observing myself through awareness so that I can make the most beautiful videos possible for you, and so that I can enjoy speaking words while creating these videos. What I'm noticing right now at this moment is that I'm speaking through the nose. That's making it uncomfortable because my sinuses are clogged. That makes it a little difficult to speak, makes it a bit uncomfortable. Other than that, I'm still experiencing joy while speaking, and I still would like to continue creating these videos even though my sinuses are clogged. Uh, but I guess that's like one of the main obstacles right now. Because I know I'm not sounding my best, and I can hear it in my own voice. But it's all good. It's all good. I will learn to accept that about myself at this time, and I can still practice articulating my words. I can still practice speaking. I can still make these videos. So, what I feel like talking about right now is the alternate state of consciousness. And by alternate state of consciousness, I mean not just the most powerful change and shifts of consciousness that are induced by powerful psychedelics. I also mean shifts of consciousness that can be induced by alcohol, cigarettes, caffeine, ecstasy, um, as well as powerful psychedelics like magic mushrooms and ayahuasca. So, yes, there is also um, shifts and alternate states of consciousness by practicing meditation, by practicing contemplation, concentration, and other mind techniques. But I would like to talk specifically about substance induced alternate states of consciousness. And also, I have to mention the alternate state of consciousness induced by drinking cacao, which is what I have drank this morning, and I am feeling, I'm always feeling an alternate state of consciousness induced by the magic of cacao. It's my favorite medicine at this time.